my plea in Michigan, and it be my plea until the last breath I draw and the last word I speak, is education for all children, all men, and all women of Michigan, all the people, in all our states, all the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the College of Pharmacy. Doctorate in Community College Leadership. Now, the Doctorate in Community College Leadership. The College of Arts and Sciences. The faculty representatives of Ferris State University. The President and stage dignitaries. Ferris is proud to recognize graduates and guests who are currently serving or have served in our armed forces. Veterans, please stand. Audience and graduates, if you would please stand as well for the singing of our national anthem. Feel free to join soloist Rachel Schumann. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight of the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Good evening. Welcome to the commencement exercises of Ferris State University. We are delighted that you, the families and friends of our graduates, have come to witness this occasion which celebrates their accomplishments. My name is Stephanie Thomson. I'm a faculty member in the College of Arts and Sciences. Carrying the symbolic mace and representing the Academic Senate is Rose Barron. Marshals representing the faculty members are Scott Cohen and Sandy Alspaugh. Today's music is performed by the Brass Quintet from Mount Pleasant. The interpreter is Emily Baxter, and the ushers are members of the Ferris State University Student Alumni Gold Club. Please join me in thanking them for their assistance. Now allow me to present the stage dignitaries who will rise as they are introduced. Audience, please hold your applause until all have been recognized. Trustee Lori Wisdala from Midland. President David L. Eisler. Honorary Doctorate candidate Jeff Rowe. Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs Paul A. Blake. Distinguished teachers are selected by the Ferris faculty each year. These individuals are recognized for their outstanding performance as dedicated teachers and counselors of students. It is my privilege to introduce our 2017 Distinguished Teacher, Dr. John Scott Gray. It is also a special pleasure to recognize retiring Professor Dr. Lakshmi Mukundan, Professor of Mathematics, serving 26 years, who has assisted Ferris students with particular distinction along her long career. Academic Senate President Kagendra Thapa, Associate Vice President for External Relations and Executive Director of the Ferris Alumni Association, Jeremy J. Mishler. President Emeritus Dr. Margaret Lee from Oakton College in Chicago. Trustee Gary Granger from Wyoming. Trustee LaShonda Thomas from Grosse Pointe. Vice President for University Advancement and Marketing, Shelley L. Piercy. Vice President for Diversity and Inclusion, David Pilgrim. Vice President and General Counsel, Miles J. Postema. Vice President for Administration and Finance, Jerry L. Scobie. Vice President for Student Affairs, Janine A. Ward-Roof. College of Health Professions Dean, Matthew O. Adenyahu. Michigan College of Optometry, Dean David A. Damari. Library Dean, Scott Garrison. College of Business, Dean David M. Nickel. College of Engineering Technology, Dean Larry L. Schult. College of Arts and Sciences, Dean Christy L. Haig. Extended and International Operations, Dean Stephen E. Reifert. College of Pharmacy, Dean Stephen W. Durst. Would you please join me in acknowledging them? Officially presiding over this commencement ceremony are members of the Board of Trustees of Ferris State University. President Eisler now brings you the university's greetings.
It is a pleasure to welcome each of you, family, friends, honored guests, members of our Board of Trustees, faculty and staff colleagues, and most importantly, you, our graduates. As a university community, we are immensely proud of each of you. It is a true honor to stand before you, the class of 2017. Today is a wonderful opportunity for you to reflect on your accomplishments here at Ferris State University. At such a time, you need to know that your success is built upon the collective efforts of so many people who care about you and who take great pride in your growth and development. I want to pause for a moment so we can express our thanks to them. I begin with our faculty, who served as your teachers, advisors, guides, and mentors. We are truly fortunate to have a faculty who are dedicated to teaching and who care deeply about students. I would ask that our faculty rise so that we can express our thanks to them. Faculty? I also want to thank our staff, who each contribute in their way for you, our students. In doing so, I would note their many contributions to our ceremony, the beautiful decorations here today, and the commencement program, which provides information on our university, its academic offerings, and today's ceremony. Now to the special guests with us today. First, I want to recognize your parents. They have planned and sacrificed to help you reach this pinnacle of achievement. Parents, please stand. I'd be willing to guess that there are also proud grandparents here. Would you please stand? For some graduates, there are spouses or significant others who have stood by them in both good and tough times and have supported you working towards this day. Would you please stand? Graduates, some of you also have children who have had to share their mom or dad with books, studying, and homework assignments. I'd ask the children of our graduates to stand. Finally, we have many friends and other relatives of our graduates here. Please stand so we can thank you for being here with us today. Graduates, in a few moments, you'll be crossing this stage. Two helpful reminders. As you celebrate this achievement, take time to thank those who have worked, helped, and supported you. Their sacrifice and love have helped create this moment for you. Second, a practical but useful reminder. We're going to take your picture as you receive your degree. Don't forget to pause as I shake your hand and smile. Tonight is a very special night for our students. For those of us fortunate enough to work with students each day, we know the significance of this evening. Sometimes, though, to truly appreciate the meaning of commencement, we have to take a step back, to pause, reflect, and celebrate the life-changing difference a Ferris State University education can make. At commencement, we also get to share in the personal achievements of our graduates and how their hard work, dedication, and sacrifice can create remarkable opportunities. Each of our graduates today has a story. I wish I could tell you each one, as each is meaningful. However, I would like to share one special story with you tonight. In his senior year at Traverse City West High School, this young man was uncertain about his future. Attending college was something he had not seriously considered. The structured life the military could offer was very appealing to him, but he feared major warfare would break out after he joined. Despite his fear, he enlisted in the United States Army, hoping for an opportunity to travel and earn an income while gaining valuable skills. Shortly after he enlisted in 2001, the terrorist attacks of September 11 led to the War on Terror, and he deployed to Iraq in 2003. His fears were coming true. As a unit supply specialist, he was responsible for maintaining all the supplies and equipment for his fellow soldiers. He often witnessed the extreme violence and aggression of war firsthand. One of his responsibilities was to salvage the often badly damaged military equipment from his fellow soldiers who had lost their lives in combat. 2 days before his unit was scheduled to return home, the reign of Saddam Hussein collapsed. The country descended into civil strife, and violence quickly intensified. His unit was called to stay in Iraq for 6 more months, fighting for and retaking towns and cities that had been captured by the insurgents. A pivotal moment for him was when he was salvaging equipment from his closest friend in the midst of an anti-war protest. In this dark moment, he discovered his calling, helping others in their time of need. Upon honorable discharge from the military in 2005, the transition to civilian life was not easy. He decided to travel and take some time to process his military experience. 3 years later, he made the decision to take control of his life, moved back to Traverse City, and enrolled in college. He took several prerequisites at Northwestern Michigan College and fell in love with his psychology course. With helpful guidance and advice from his professor, he was encouraged to follow his heart and pursue social work. This led him to transfer to Ferris State University's Traverse City campus in 2010. During his undergraduate studies, he came to the realization that he had post-traumatic stress disorder. He did much research so he could positively cope with its effects and help other vets who also struggle with PTSD. After graduating from Ferris State with his bachelor's work in social work, he was offered a position with a local community action agency to spearhead a homeless veterans assistance program. He worked tirelessly for several years helping homeless vets in northern Michigan. It did not take long for him to realize that he wanted to become a therapist so he could work one-on-one with people, helping them overcome their challenges and fears. Graduating tonight with his master's in social work, he will continue to make a difference in the lives of others. He'd like to thank Sean Ron at Northwestern Michigan College, Ferris State faculty Janet Vazina-Robal, Catherine Palazzolo-Miller, and Joni Hazelton, his parents, Marilyn and David, and all of his family for their love and support upon returning home from Iraq. I would ask that he rise and you join me in thanking him for his service. It is an honor and privilege to introduce to you Brian Majak. Brian's family is also here, and I would ask that they stand. Please stand. Graduates, in the years ahead, you will suffer challenges, significant things that you need to overcome, and I hope that Brian's example will be an inspiration to you. On behalf of him and everyone at Ferris State University, congratulations, graduates, class of 2017.
Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Paul Blake, will introduce the honorary doctorate candidate.
Good evening. We are honored today to recommend a Ferris alumnus with exemplary professional service, a highly successful career, and a true passion for his profession. We are proud to recognize Jeff Rowe. Allow me to share the resolution concerning our honorary doctorate candidate, Mr. Rowe. Honorary Doctorate of Health Professions. Whereas, Jeff Rowe, you have had a long, successful career in the specialty pharmacy industry with more than 30 years of experience, most recently serving as Executive Vice President of Diplomat Pharmacy. Whereas, during your tenure with Diplomat Pharmacy, the company grew from a single location with revenue less than $5 million to 16 locations and $3 billion in sales, traded publicly on the New York Stock Exchange. Whereas your commitment to the profession includes serving as a member of the Michigan Pharmacists Association since 1979, being inducted into its Hall of Honor in 2007, and awarded Pharmacist of the Year in 2016. Whereas your dedication to your alma mater includes serving as a member of the College of Pharmacy Advisory Board and as chairperson of the Pharmacy Forward Initiative Steering Committee. Whereas you have also shown your commitment to education in your community by volunteering at Genesee County Free Clinic and Heartland Hospice, in addition to serving on the board of St. Luke's New Life Center, a nonprofit dedicated to serving at-risk individuals. Whereas your level of success has been made possible through the support of Annette, your wife of 39 years, and your children Melissa, Matthew, Anthony, Eileen, and Christopher. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of Ferris State University offers to you its sincere gratitude and takes great pride in conferring upon you the honorary degree Doctor of Health Services, with all rights and privileges thereunto pertaining.
Jeff Rowe, Ferris State University is privileged to pay tribute to you today. By virtue of the laws of the state of Michigan, the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Ferris State University, and with the sincere good wishes of the faculty and students of this university, I confer upon you the honorary degree Doctor of Health Services with all the rights and privileges therein. As a symbol of this recognition, we invest you with this doctoral hood. And present you with this diploma. May I present to you Dr. Jeff Rowe.
Thank you very much. And first off, congratulations to the class of 2017. You know, this is a great accomplishment. I do want to thank everybody at Ferris that was responsible for bestowing this great award on me. When President Eisler told me about it, I thought they'd made a grievous error, and I may just run out of here after this because I'm still not sure that they didn't make an error. So if you see me run, you know why. I'm trying to keep my hood. So, you know, nobody gets to this point in life, and certainly I've had a lot of success, but you got to have people supporting you, and that's certainly my family, who you've heard some of their names, but particularly I want to call out my wife Annette, who has stood by me when I did a lot of crazy things like betting the house on buying pharmacies and investing in other businesses and that type of thing. And she's always been there for me to support me, to be my great confidant, and to be a great sounding board, and always has allowed me to keep my sanity. Now, on to the graduates. I just want to make a couple of really quick points here. First of all, I hope you realize how lucky you are. To be able to get a college education is a great gift. Many don't have that chance. And when you look at sociology studies, getting a college education is one of the big check boxes that are going to allow you to succeed in life. And secondarily, it's also proven that you're probably going to be more satisfied with your life and your career as you get older. And probably the most important point, it's going to affect your children, because they are going to be given an advantage because you've been through this process. You're going to teach them how to do it, and they are probably going to go to college as well. So why don't you just give yourself a mental high five, slap on the back type of thing if you haven't already? Yeah. And of course, it's already been mentioned that nobody gets through this process without having somebody there. And they've already called out the parents and the grandparents and stuff like that. But if there was somebody special, whether it's that your parent, grandparent, sibling, mentor, professor, make sure you go out and thank them. Because like I said, you don't know how lucky you are until several years after you graduate and you finally realize what a great gift this is to have this degree. Now, I'm going to give you guys one last assignment. And it's going to take you about 40 years to complete it. And so today you're celebrating, yay, you know. But starting tomorrow, it's going to be your assignment to go out and help the next generation of Ferris students succeed, so they can sit in that chair and feel the same thing that you're feeling today. Kind of think of it as a, the sports metaphor, the football coach who's, hey, we've won the big game. Take a day to celebrate it, but there's a bigger goal. And the bigger goal is to serve as a mentor, serve as somebody who sits on committees at Ferris and helps guide the school, even if it's just giving your feedback on saying, this worked for me when I was in school, wasn't as not. And also, there's always money. The school will always take your money. But the important thing is to mentor those students. Start early. The earlier you can help a student out, the more impact you're going to have on them. So that's your assignment. It's going to take you a lifetime to achieve, and I'm still working on mine, but hopefully you're going to give yourself an A. And I'm going to just leave you with, there was a quote that I saw in a gym, and it talked about how nobody ever was sorry that they got up in the morning and worked out. And so I'm going to kind of plagiarize it a little bit. So whoever regretted giving back to the institutions and people that helped them, or to helping other people achieve their goals, no one ever. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rowe. We now take pride in recognizing the graduates of the Ferris State University class of 2017. As they cross the stage, please note the cords worn by many of our graduates. These earned symbols signify academic honors, military service, Greek societies, and student organizations. In the interest of time and maintaining the integrity of the ceremony, we ask that the families and friends of the graduates remain at their seats for the complete ceremony. The university has contracted with a professional photographer to take pictures of each graduate. Following the ceremony, we invite the family and friends to take photos in front of the stage. But for safety purposes, the platform will be closed. The academic deans will assist President Eisler and Provost Blake to confer the appropriate degrees and certificates on the Ferris State University class of 2017.
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Pharmacy degree in the College of Pharmacy please rise? Will their families also rise? Dean Stephen W. Durst will present the candidates.
On behalf of the College of Pharmacy, I'm honored to present these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy. They are hereby certified by the faculty for their degrees. The special hoods they wear represent the completion of the requirement for the doctoral degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities therein. Congratulations, doctoral graduates, College of Pharmacy.
Family members may be seated. Graduates, you may be seated except for the first row. Please come forward as directed by ushers. Dr. Blake Thomas Kennedy. Dr. Caitlin K. Kennedy. Dr. Ryan David Kaipanen. Dr. Joshua Aaron Hendrickson. Dr. Bradley Patrick St. Pierre. Dr. Scott William Whitty. Dr. Christy K. Breggy. Dr. Megan Anne Marie Rock. Dr. Casey Lynn Smith. Dr. Amanda K. Martin. Dr. Molly M. Rickenbach. Dr. Corey Joseph Ackerman. Dr. Sarah Marie Fredericks. Dr. Melanie Lynn Amlott. Dr. Peggy Louise Curriston. Dr. Daniel Adam Scheidel. Dr. Jacob Brandon Saldana. Dr. Zachary Jean Rich. Dr. James J. Collins. Dr. Stephanie Marie Steiger. Dr. Megan Aline Gallagher. Dr. Lindsay Ann Post. Dr. Ashley Elizabeth Shaendorf. Dr. Paul Raymond Drenth. Dr. Randy John Bergsma. Dr. Mark Kevin Phelps. Dr. Scott Joseph Tillman. Dr. Kirsten Amelia Hayes. Dr. Rachel Adele Griffune. Dr. Ashley Elizabeth Tidal. Dr. Brooke Lauren Malone. Dr. Joshua Michael Dreyer. Dr. Caleb James Schultz. Dr. Mitchell Ryan Cardux. Dr. Lauren Haley Vandebos. Dr. Allison Brianne Simsa. Dr. Jordan Hans Gothier. Dr. Joshua Lee Staffen. Dr. Akshita Veer. Dr. Demi Hodgson. Dr. Sandy Yakub. Dr. Meredith Renee Davison. Dr. Devin Ray Peischer. Dr. Molly Ann Dodge Zarnicki. Dr. Andrea Rose Burdette. Dr. Stephanie Lynn Dimsick. Dr. Travis Galloway. Dr. Nina Prakash Singh. Dr. Alyssa Marie Johnson. Dr. Taylor Lee Galbraith. Dr. Susan Musa Musao. Dr. Courtney Susan Sukalowski. Dr. Sarah Elizabeth Fink. Dr. Anna Marie Hinke. Dr. Katie Marie Fitzpatrick. Dr. Paige Marie Bukowski. Dr. Michael Lee Buss. Dr. Caleb Jonathan Divins. Dr. Nitin G. Patel. Dr. Catherine Calicides. Dr. Rola Kazbor. Dr. Ashley Renee Smith. Dr. Emily Lynn Olgard. Dr. Bridget Eileen Burns. Dr. Allison Evelyn Schuster. Dr. Kyle Wayne Garner. Dr. Ryan Charles Stanky. Dr. Travis Andrew Moquin. Dr. William Zufall. Dr. Carly N. Schaefer. Dr. Brooke Adele Ryan. Dr. Karen Lynn Simpson. Dr. Emily Lauren Anderson. Dr. Chester Andrew Talaski. Dr. Allison Jean Scheifer. Dr. Jessica Marie Moss. Dr. Kelsey Renee Mackey. Dr. Mason Christopher Moody. Dr. Michael Ronald Eichens. Dr. Abigail Marie Johnson. Dr. Jamie Joseph Dupuy. Dr. Austin Thomas Rice. Dr. Tobias Kunpadina. Dr. Jacob Andrew Skidema. Dr. Christopher J. Hedger. Dr. Uzoma Anyanotu. Dr. Elizabeth Tamia Thurkelson. Dr. Iva Lynn Keene. Dr. Jeffrey Charles Cook. Dr. Dana K. Sochek. Dr. Lauren Nicole Fay. Dr. Kelly M. Kiefer. Dr. Stephen Andrew Sohaski. Dr. Stephen T. Zhang. Dr. Ryan Michael Banks. Dr. Desmond Anthony Harrell. Dr. Tate Feeney. Dr. Brett John Dragomer. Dr. Ian Noble Bradley. Dr. Joseph Charles Levesque. Dr. Michael John Ruskowski. Dr. Zachary Ryan Walters. Dr. William Matthew Green. Dr. Farah M. Jaoul. Dr. Jamie Lee Catteray. Dr. Amanda Elizabeth Hayden. Dr. David Allen Yonkman. Dr. Robert Gabriel Cardalia. Dr. Cole J. Hamblin. Dr. Andrew Thomas Hetchler. Dr. John Riley Kinney. Dr. Brittany Lee LaBelle. Dr. Constance Marie Root. Dr. Rachel Lauren Garrity. Dr. Layla Chesko. Dr. Nicholas Allen Larson. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the doctoral candidates of the College of Pharmacy.
Will the candidates for the Educational Doctorate in Community College Leadership please rise? Will their families also rise? Dean Stephen E. Reifert will present the candidates.
On behalf of the Community College Leadership Program, I am honored and privileged to present the candidates for the Educational Doctorate in Community College Leadership. They are hereby certified by the faculty for their degrees. The special hoods they wear represent the completion of the requirement for the doctoral degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree Educational Doctorate in Community College Leadership, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities therein. Congratulations, Doctorate in Community College Leadership graduates.
members may be seated. Graduates, please come forward as directed by ushers. Dr. Jennifer Lynn Ernst. Dr. Cheryl Mader Hagan. Dr. Stephen Dale Reed. Dr. Anthony Miles Ponder. Dr. Charles R. Hayes. Dr. Brooke Elizabeth Moore. Dr. Michael Richard Tramey. Dr. Carmen Ray Allen. Dr. Wendy Sue Guth. Dr. Emily Ann Points. Dr. Paige Marie Vanderheiden. Dr. Kimberly Jo Klein. Dr. Barbara May Craig. Dr. Todd McDonald. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates in the Educational Doctorate in Community College Leadership.
Will the candidates for master's degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Will their families also rise? Dean Christy Hake will present the candidates.
On behalf of the College of Arts and Sciences, I am honored and privileged to present these candidates for the Master of Social Work degree. They are hereby certified by the faculty for their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you this Master of Social Work degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities therein. Congratulations, Master of Social Work graduates, College of Arts and Sciences.
Family members may be seated. Graduates, please come forward as directed by ushers. Bonnie Esther Jean Rogers. Jennifer A. Lamoureux. Jade Marie Dodd. Brianna Marie Nickerson. Sarah Marie Maytash. Tracy Lynn Sinway. Troy Eugene Richard. Janae Eva Finney. Ainsley Elnora McVeigh. Eden Louise Airbetts. Jenna Lee Lashecki. Lindsay Marie Bronald. Colt James Nassen. Christian Max Carl Boimler. Jessica Buzan. Sarah J. Monley. Keith David Bogutski. Caitlin Ann Hetzel. Sandra Antoine Tiffany. Jordan Morales Hardiman. Kayla Marie Stickler. Alyssa Nicole Seeger. Jessica Lynn Deverman. Cassandra K. Thielen. Jennifer L. Brayman. Christina Lynette Romashko. Marissa Raven Williams. Ashley Nicole Younker. Jamie L. Conger. Trisha M. Powell. Brian Thomas Majak. Eric Bruce Haywood. Whitney Michelle Larson. Tracy Ann Stevens. Ladies and gentlemen, the master's graduates of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Will the candidates for baccalaureate and associate degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Will their families also rise? Dean Christy Hake will present the candidates.
On behalf of the College of Arts and Sciences, I am honored and privileged to present these candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Integrative Studies, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Social Work, Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Arts, and Associate in Science. They are hereby certified by the faculty for their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you Bachelor and Associate degrees as it applies to you individually, with all the rights privileges, and responsibilities therein. Congratulations, graduates, College of Arts and Sciences.
Family members may be seated. Graduates may be seated except for the first row. Please come forward as directed by ushers. Alyssa Elizabeth Jenkins. Nilofer Asgar Kaba. John Michael Leatherer. Andrew Leo Woodcox. Kyle William Denny. Kenneth Joseph Bartolome. Kelly Nicole Osterink. Sabrina Christine Tower Flores. Rachel Danielle Riker. Samantha Marie Baton. Alexandra Log Frisbee. Tiffany Dawn Peterson. Keith R. Faulkner. Kelsey Elizabeth Kowalski. Morgan Kayla McGaffigan. Kelsey Michelle Thomas. Mackie James Jones. Macca. Malika D. Montague. Antoinette Welch. Kenyana Carson. Takaria Shalise Bell. Jakayla Samantha Thomas Jones. Jason Aaron Headings. Haley Marie Davidson. Kelsey Renee Blasdell. Carly Marie Leuschinger. Shaylin Demonsky. Mary Jo Kalinsky. Caitlin Rose Mahalski. Michaela Renee Mason. Savion Sonsino. Michael Roger Iveson. Logan Ann Betts. Daniel Patrick Ludama. Rachel D. Dubison. Danielle Cara Pacella. Amy Lauren Jakowski. Samantha Lauren Lavelle. Abigail Faith Van Dusen. Jeffrey William Reardon. Tori K. Berninski. Sarah Jo Ray. Paige Louise Onstadt. Kaylee Jean Peffers. Melanie Rose Schaefer. Taylor Lee Sheely. Shaquana Monea Mitchell. Jaquan Shayeen Williams. Brittany Marie Davis. Ashanti X. McNeil. Rebecca Ann Lindgren. Remington Joe Romanowski. Sarah Elena Hughes. Nicole M. Young. Michelle Ruth Kerr. Nicole B. Jackson. Kara A. Andrews. Olga Alexandra Reif. Marcia Renee Manley. Elizabeth Suzanne Nonhoff. Aubrey Ann Griffin. J.C. Taylor Brown. Levi Daniel Sipsick. Manny Isaiah Pennell. Kathleen Nicole Williams. Nathaniel James Williams. Amber Rose Howlett. Jacob Michael Law. Kip K. Bibby. Garrett Hunter Tumaski. Courtney Rose Lasinski. Kristen Denise Krantz. Johnny Lynn Dotama. Morgan Elizabeth Simons. Ashley Nicole Madrinsky. Mitchell James Goodnow. Shaylin McCann. Alicia Francis Marie Adams. Curtis Randall Brown. Shelby K. Knapp Kennedy. Alana King. Katie Lee Stedman. Kelsey Jean Lamp. Sky Marie Nyland. Brandon Patrick O'Rourke. Amy Lynn Patridge. Kara Elizabeth Tripp. Erin Lynn D'Arcy. Chelsea Tyler Pridmore. Cami K. Ecker. Amanda Ann Richardson. Kara Celine Burks. Shalene Cora Williams. Tyler M. Ryan. Courtney Ann Forget. Adriana Maria Ayala. Sadie Marie Baker. Najee Jakar Ruffin. Chelsea Marie Burr. Kayla Lynn Sandor. Jabril Luster Jackson. Quentin Troy Ruff, Jr. Lindsay Warren. Gabrielle Ann Haida. Lena Wynn. Alyssa Marie Smith. Joseph Michael Schneit. Carol M. Swinehart. Mary Kate McEwen. Ashley Paige Franks. Adrian Douglas Wright. Scared me. Michael L. Cooper. Sierra Khadija Regine de Leon. Keon Rashad Addison. Evan Patrick Klein. Simon Lee Crump. Jacob Zachary Longnecker. Zen Lauren Timmer. Caitlin Mai Locke. Brian Ka Wynn. Alyssa Renee Brown. Rachel Rebecca Grantner. Kelsey Marie Daniel. Morgan K. Rosema. Brianna Joelle Schaefer. Nicole L. Bullock. Dolores Lutens. Hunter Roy Coaster. Brandon Shane Howland. Hunter Dana Redmond. Molly Maureen Emmerich. Natalie Grace Perry. Brett Andrew Bohan. Quentin Donald Rice. Alex William Freeman. Nicholas Dale Owens. Hank Patrick Sizemore. Caitlin Danielle Kelly. Rachel Ann Gervin. Eva Rose Graff. Lara Nadir Atala.
Let's go, Laura! Woo, woo, woo!
Afterwards. Kidwana Olafemi Clark. Travis Lee Jeffioski. Matthew Lawrence Fullington. Carly Darlene Balzer. Stephanie Mae Parker. Alex Sloan Warju. Eliza Angel Saros. Ashley Marie Gorney. Ryan James Larson. Zachary Braun Peters. Shelby Lou Alda. Jenna G. Cusis. Danielle Whitney McCoy. Trevor Daniel Heilman. Leanne L. McReynolds. Micah I. Hobson. Jeffrey D. Ford. Heather M. Ruddy. Chelsea Lynn Bales. Haley Lynn Garretts. O'Malley Marie Buzanik. Ashley Elizabeth Weiler. Katie Lynn DeCare. Jasmine Tanae Nettles. Johnny Ryan Dennis Parshall. Nicholas Vanderwolf. Daniel C. Parker Jr. Andrea Elizabeth Linhart. Brett Matthew Welsheimer. Amorina Kathleen Most. Hayden Avery Manor. Samantha Ladd. Michelle Susan May. Anton Jeffrey Serini. Taylor Wayne Pike. Victoria Lynn Hudgens. Ryan Joseph Princhek. Zachary Levi Hewlett. Nicole Barczyk. Tanner Nicole Barczyk. Courtney Danielle Grohusky. Kylie Arnett Reitz. Ashley Nicole Bauman. Scott Michael Hart. Kyle C. Kett. Nicholas G. Eisler. Tori Lynn McGee-Schick. George Richard Davis. Velson Freeblade. Johnson Tran. Eric M. Wagenheim. Michael Wilder, Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Will all of our graduates please stand? There is a long-standing tradition at commencement ceremonies in which the graduates move their tassels from the right side to the left side of their caps as a symbol of their accomplishment. I invite all graduates of the class of 2017 to flip their tassels at this time. Congratulations and best wishes to each of you. Please be seated.
Jeremy Mishler, Associate Vice President for External Relations and Executive Director of the Ferris Alumni Association, will now bring you greetings from the Alumni Association.
It is now my great privilege to salute all of you for the first time as alumni of Ferris State University. From this day, you will face many new possibilities, probabilities, and challenges. We will now be depending on you to do your part to strengthen the economies of our world and to build our communities. And it is now, more than ever, that we will be counting on you to advocate to your family, neighbors, and colleagues the continuing opportunity of Ferris State. We are looking forward to your return to our campus as our advisors, to be our guest speakers, and to share with us your successes so that your stories will inspire and support future generations that have the ability to fulfill their dreams here and one day stand at your side. celebrate this great day. We look forward to hearing from you soon. But remember, you are and always will be a bulldog.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the singing of Ferris Fidelity. You may join Rachel Schumann in singing our alma mater. The words are located in your program.
As constant as the northern star, our faith we pledge to thee. Our word, our bond, our oath, our trust to you, fidelity. From the promise of the crimson dawn to sunset's mellow gold, thy spirit shall prevail. We pledge allegiance as of old. Ferris State, all hail!
Please remain standing for the formal closing of the commencement ceremony. Thank you for sharing this special day with us.